Trick or treat, Internet, or welcome back if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons show! By the time this video actually releases, it will be past Halloween, but whatever. We're leaving it in. I'll have some announcements and a recap for all of you, but before we do any of that, let's go ahead and do some player introductions.
Hi, I'm Aster. I play Ambrose of White Ash, the Tabaxi Sun Soul Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Lady Elwyn Amelos, the Elvish Circle of the Land Druid.
Hi, I'm Gabo, and I play Art, the Dragonborn Battlemaster Fighter.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play this spooky changeling artificer named Vert, who's a armor artificer.
Thank you, everyone. We premiere our... So these are the announcements. This is the part of the show where I do announcements. We premiere our episodes on YouTube on Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Throughout the campaign, we use a variety of custom items, custom monsters, custom species, all that fun stuff, so be aware of that as you're watching. The character portraits, which you'll see once we switch to the main layout, were done by an artist named Zyra Brittany, who goes by @Xylavy on Twitter. If you need a refresher on things going on in the campaign, you can check out our campaign wiki at World Anvil. You can also check us out on our socials, where our handle is Antiheroes Anonymous. Everything I just mentioned and more can be found in the video description, including links and information to trans rights, Black Lives Matter, and Stop Asian Hate resources. And finally, we just hope you enjoy the show, share with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So with all of that out of the way, let's roll the intro video. And welcome back. Previously on Antiheroes Anonymous, the Silver Seekers have been in the city of Fulerith, which is currently caught in a 10-hour time loop that ends with the city's destruction. In their first loop, the Silver Seekers followed a lead from Art's sword to the First of Crystal, an artifact kept in Vidun's hoard. They located the hoard and fought their way past Vert's aunt Isabella and her dragon Paldair, who had hoped to plunder it on behalf of the League of Terrors. The Silver Seekers failed to reach the Horde in time, but on the second loop, after a stop to rescue the Frost Giant Scotty from the League, they solved Vidun's puzzles, passed Bryvinth's challenge, that was hard to say, and now have the staff of Vala'alae. They have 1 hour left to find out its role in all of this, and so that is where we are going to pick up today's session. I will stop this music, start up some new music, set the scene, and we'll get into it.
You need the roll 20 for anything? Or are we
Nope,
good?
We're good. Not for the moment. Okay. So, seconds ago, the spirit of Bryvinth that was animating his ancient bones said his farewells and faded away, which leaves the group of you standing basically atop these mountains and mountains of gold and platinum coins and gems and gorgeous art objects strewn throughout this incredible collection of treasure and history from an ancient age of this empire. And amidst that treasure, the treasure of treasures, the staff of Syros, this platinum staff that culminates at the top with these two different intertwining gem clusters one wing of it crystal, and I believe I said last time the other one was topaz, but that was a misspeak. It's supposed to be emerald. But the crystal one glows with like a bright inner light, while the emerald does not. And this staff rests atop the gold pile, your prize after all of these trials. What would you like to do?
Well, the last time we approached the staff, a bone dragon popped down. So I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, I think we should either attune or identify it. Or try and talk to it, because it's sentient, right?
I'll be real with y'all, because you had said last time that it rolled like next to me. I would have just picked it up.
You pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing that I will remind, just because it's been a week, is with Bryvanth's passing on, there was like a dispersal of energy into like the hoard and the coins, and like everything in here seems to hum and vibrate with arcane energy at the moment. And those of you who carry dragon vessels or dragon hoard artifacts know that if you steep them in this hoard for the hour you have left here, they will advance one tier in their awakening. What I didn't say last week is Art, as you're kind of like reaching down to pick up the staff, you also feel like that energy begin to suffuse and like vibrate Fulgora as well. Fulgora begins to hum with the same energy as the Horde, and you kind of instinctually know that like it wants to steep in the treasure for this hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a good idea to me.
Yeah, I'll toss my field one in there as well.
Yeah, I'll put mine in the Horde.
And I have a question, because when I hear Fulgora, I hear her in my head, right? Is it the same with the staff?
It was last time you talked to the staff, yeah. Before the trial was
And do they both speak to me in Draconic?
Yes, they would.
Okay. Interesting.
But as you pick up the staff, and the group of you kind of like set these items in the hoard to gain in power, a voice emits from the staff, and while it is telepathic and in your mind, it reaches all of you at the same time. And it is that same kind of like very like feminine and like ancient sounding voice, and this time it speaks in common, and it says, "You have done well to triumph over Bryvanth's trials and put his spirit to rest. Too long has he served in his duty, and he deserves what rest you've given him. Now we have things that we must be about, and there are things that I need to tell you, but we don't have much time. I am Vala'alae, the first of crystal, an ancient crystal dragon who gave up bodily form to become this staff. And I think, Art, while there's no like physical presence that you can see at the moment, like you feel in your mind like a turning of attention to you. And Vala'alae says, "You may have already come to this conclusion, but the sword you bear, Fulgora, is of a similar ilk. Not directly kin of mine, but a crystal dragon who gave up her form to fight alongside your ancestor. And now she fights with you. It is a great honor."
I think Art's still trying to like process all of this and like how, but we don't have time to get lost in the how this happened. I don't know, so I'll say, I know we do have a lot of work to do, and our goals are aligned. But do you know what's happening here, right now?
In the city?
Yeah.
I do. My senses beyond this horde are limited, but I can see some things. I know that time now is folded and contorted in upon itself, trapping this city and everyone within it in an endless cycle that always ends with the city's destruction, and we must stop this. That is the first thing we must do.
Absolutely.
Are you affected by this too?
Oh.
She says, yes, but less so than others. I will retain my memories of this time when next time cycles around.
Okay, so she will cycle.
But I fear that I am to be bound here until this loop is broken.
Gotcha. Okay.
You will need to return here to retrieve me, because you do need me to end this.
And we want to leave you behind anyway. Do you have any idea how we can stop this?
Yeah, you feel like almost like the sensation of like an enthusiastic nod coming from the staff. All of you feel this.
I'm trying to imagine that. My brain just stops.
Yep. And she says, what do all of you know of the very nature of time?
I look at Vert. I look at literally everyone else.
There's never enough of it.
She's right.
Sometimes there's too much.
Very little, I'm afraid.
I think Vert kind of looks down to his pocket watch. Told him. And then looks back at Vala'alae and says, it presses on. At least normally it does.
What do I know from my studies at school about time and magic?
An Arcana check.
Arcana, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I happen to be proficient in that.
I'm not proficient, so I'm not going to roll.
Sour grapes.
You will be eventually.
Natural 20!
Oh, snap!
So
That is beautiful.
32.
32.
So she studied time magic.
I guess I did.
Minored in
She
time.
minored
In another
in
life,
time,
I was a
actually.
time wizard.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
another timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you recall your studies, and like time magic is one of those things that like it's very complicated, quite rare, really, and like those who dabble with it, you have to have a high level of power to dabble with it. And like something like this time loop is not something that could be created by certainly a single person. You would need probably a lot of arcane people working together to create something like this intentionally. But setting that aside, when it comes to the very nature of time, you know that from a mortal perspective, time at least appears to move linearly, with like the past being set, the future being fluid. All things are possible in the future. What's done in the past is locked. And there is some truth to that from kind of like a divine essential perspective, but it's not exactly true. The gods, for example, you would learn in your arcane studies, are reported to see all of time at once. What that says about whether the future is truly set, people debate. But the interesting thing about that is, though the gods perceive time in this way all at once, mortals only perceive this moment. Even from the gods' perspective, generally, barring like extreme divine intervention, the past is a set thing. So like no mortal's actions can really change what has already happened in the past. And so all this is coming to your mind, and you kind of maybe spit some of that out. Vala'alae kind of says, yes, exactly. What has happened in the past cannot be undone. The problem with our current situation is that the rupture of the lightning nexus is in the past. It has happened. Time is looping on itself, but that event has happened. It cannot be changed.
And that's what caused the city to be destroyed?
Yes, it is what causes the destruction of the city and the creation of this loop. The primordial being Lythura. Lythura? Is that right? Let me check my notes. Sorry. Yeah, Lythura.
Just watching steam come out of Gobbo's ears. He's thinking very hard over here.
The primordial being Lythura will always emerge from the Nexus. It's the event that sets all of this in motion. We can't change that. What we can change is the manner in which that happens. And that, unfortunately, involves tampering with the Nexus itself. Effectively, on a spiritual level, widening it to allow this creature to burst forth without destroying the Nexus. That's what we can change. And that's where you need me, because this Nexus is... it is created with divine magic to seal the ever-changing nature of the elemental planes away. But it has to exist. The connection to the planes has to exist for the world to exist, and so it cannot be completely severed. And so what we need to do is find a way to allow this creature to emerge without rupturing the Nexus, and that, I'm correct, ought to end the cycle.
But won't we still have a big angry elemental to deal with?
We will. And that is a problem I think we can deal with another time. But there's no changing the fact that it does emerge. There's only changing the consequences of that action.
And the primordial emerging is what the League wanted?
The whole ritual was set up for, I think.
Oh, can't remember. That's what they were going into the Nexus for, is to get these primordial creatures right.
We think they made... I think Embers is saying this both to Elwyn and also to Vala'alae.
Mm-hmm.
We think that they made a deal with the League so that the League would free them in exchange for some control over the world. The elementals want dominion of the world back.
There was... I believe that is correct. There was a war long ago between the gods and the primordials. The primordials wanted to shape and reshape Alen'dal endlessly, never satisfied with their creation, always moving on to the next. But the gods grew attached and wanted to lock it in place to allow their creations, the mortal creatures, to grow and thrive within it rather than starting over again and again and again. And so they sealed those connection points between the world and the elemental planes, and they locked the primordials in chains on the other side of the nexuses. If the primordials had their way, yes, they would reshape, they would end this world and redo it. in whatever new way they chose. We won't let it get that far. Lythura alone does not have that power. If more of them were to emerge, we might be in trouble. And yes, Lythura emerging is dangerous, but it is something that must be allowed for this current disaster to be averted.
And changing history in this way is the only way to break the cycle of time repeating itself here?
It's the only way that I can think of.
Do you know what caused this magic? I mean, as far as I know, it would take a very great amount of power to mess with time. Did it come from Lythura herself?
It was from the Nexus breaking, is what she.
Exactly.
What she
Yes, the Nexus.
This is Gabo. This is not.
Right.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
But it was, I mean, was it just? I mean, it wasn't like a protective spell or anything like
It
that.
was the destruction of the Nexus
side effect?
itself. Something like this has happened before, long ago in the ancient past. The event that killed Syros and created the Spellscar Desert. Your histories will call it the Blight. Something very like the Nexus ruptured during that battle. And the result is what you see on your maps today. Zach, could you flip to the the continent map so we can see the Spellscar Desert in context here?
Oh wow!
Yes.
Something like the Nexus, so it wasn't a connection to an elemental plane that ruptured?
Not exactly. No, it was a connection to what we call the Weave, a source of raw arcane energy. It's what Stratos and Syros brought to this world to bring magic to it. This world, as an elemental creation of the primordials, did not have an arcane weave of its own. Stratos and Syros brought that and gave it to the people as a means to give them the strength to rise up above the tyrants. And this well of power, known as the Breath of Io, was sought after by one of the ancient dragons, Daegu, the Rotting Ruin, an ancient black dragon and a wizard in his own right, sought to claim its power for his own, and the battle that ended in the Blight was fought over it. In the end, I need to review my notes on this. Just a second. Pulling up my timeline document. I want to make sure I get this right because Vala'alae knows all these details. She was there.
Vala'alae has already far surpassed the ghost that's coming along with us. As far as helpfulness. Our tag along.
Forget I have a ghost in me.
They just have to claim the power. Ah, right.
Positive. Oh.
Yeah. Continue.
In the moments before Daegu claimed the power, he nearly succeeded in his goal. Syros managed to convince Vidun to switch sides, and Vidun ruptured it. Syros, with me, together, attempted to contain it. And it was only because of that effort that the blast was contained to the area that it was. It could have been so much worse.
Why rupture it at all? She switched side. Vidun switched to your side of the fight, right? Against Daegu? If I'm understanding.
It was
right.
that or let it fall into his hands, and that could not be allowed.
How did she do it?
Vala'alae says, I channeled the power, but I don't know the exact means. of the rupturing. Hold on just a second.
Did Vala'alae tell us what they were before being inside of a sword? Or a staff, rather?
She said a crystal dragon.
That's right.
Yeah. Vala'alae says, I channeled the power, but I don't know the exact means. But this was often the case with Siros. Do you know what Siros and Stratos are? What they really are?
They're from space?
Yes, I suppose.
Did we not tell you that?
From your perspective, they have a home world out there in this wild space system that is different from this one, but...
Like, what's her name? Esme?
Esme is a emerald dragon.
Yeah. Are they gem dragons like her? Do we confirm that? I can't remember what we've confirmed. Or if it was just theories.
I don't think you know.
I mean, they came from... They're not from this world, and they're long-lived. I think maybe some of us assumed they were maybe dragons as well.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the old stories say the dragons are what gave mortals magic on Alen'dal.
And this is true. It was the metallic dragons that came after the chromatic dragons who brought the magic with them and gave it to the people. And they were led by Siros and Stratos, who are the children of the gods Bahamut and Tiamat. They're demigods. So often when Siros would channel power through me, I didn't necessarily understand exactly what was happening, because it was itself the power of deity.
I see.
Sorry, back up a second. Is she saying Siros and Stratos are Bahamut and Tiamat?
The children of
the
them.
children.
Yep.
Okay.
Stratos and Siros being siblings.
Yes. Brother and sister.
Above table, when did the light happen? How long ago was that?
Good question. Good thing I have my timeline note up. That was in year 5363, and it is now 7539.
Okay.
1200.
Over 2,200 years.
5,000 to 7,000 something?
Yeah.
Over 2,000 years ago.
It's not that long ago.
Ancient history.
All the generations ago.
Do we know, have we asked, so this is out of character, what happened to Siros?
I don't think we have asked about that.
Well, if you do.
Yeah. What happened to her?
After the rupturing of the Nexus, Siros entrusted me, the staff, to Vidun, and sent Vidun to flee, to get as far away from the blast as possible. It still ended up killing Vidun, but Vidun, through me, was able to contain the blast to the area that it was. Siros died at the epicenter of it, doing what she could to give people time to get away. The only reason that anyone got away that day was because she sacrificed herself.
You've said we need you to enlarge, not to close the Nexus, but to enlarge it.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
I don't know exactly yet, and I don't think I will until I'm there. So the first thing I need you to do is to bring me there. What I can say is that once I get there, no single one of you is going to be capable of doing it on your own. No single one of you is going to be able to solely channel your power through me. I will need all of your efforts together. And it's unfortunate because Kay just left the room because Vala'alae's attention kind of turns to Elwyn, and she says, the only one here who could even one day stand a chance, I believe, of wielding me alone would be you. And it's directed towards Elwyn. But I think you would need to grow quite a bit where you would be capable of that. We'll tell Kay that once she gets back in the room.
Okay. But I guess we don't have time to do that on this loop. Like, to go to the Nexus.
No.
But we would have to...
We're going to leave everything steep inside the Horde for our last hour, and then the loop is going to happen, right?
Yeah. Will that carry over, though?
Well,
We'll find out,
Find
yeah,
out.
I suppose, yeah.
Kay, you missed something relevant.
I know.
That's
You had
okay.
to deal with the dog.
Just
After Vala'alae said that like no one of you would be capable of wielding the staff alone, her attention turned to Elwyn and said that the only one who could come close one day, after a significant growth, might be Elwyn.
did we pause this for this, or are we still live?
We're still alive.
Okay. You can cut that out when we get back on. 'Cause I was here the whole time. I think Elwyn's reaction to that is just she grows visibly paler
Go wield staves.
and doesn't really know what to say. Except that she's just. I mean, y'all can make an insight check if you want, but she's just kind of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, 22.
I mean, I'm not gonna roll. Yeah, her jaw is set, and she is very much in her put on a brave face kind of mode. But she's clenching her staff a little bit too tight, and there is like a line of sweat on her brow, and it's very clear that she is terrified and exhausted.
Yeah. And
the weight of this is falling really heavy on her right now. But she just nods. I'll do what I need to do. We all will.
Oh no. Vala'alae rolled a 2 on her insight check.
I mean, we just met.
Yeah. I think, she says, Good. I know that I'm asking a lot of you. And I know this might be getting ahead of things, but once we are done here, I will have further favors to ask of the group of you. I fear that what we do with the Nexus will drain me significantly. But I will need that power for what I ask of you, which is to bring me to Cyros's body and revive her. So, when we are done here, I need you to find a way to revitalize me and then bring me to Cyros.
Where is Cyros?
Middle of the Spellscar Desert.
Oh.
Likely.
I can't see that far, but there was an order of knights charged with protecting her body, and my hope would be they have clung to that responsibility even to this day. She should still be there.
The Knights of Cyros.
They are the last knights.
Okay.
Yep.
So, when we're ready to infiltrate the tower, we come back here and get the staff first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that means... And Art trails off, just thinking about
The Hydra?
what it would mean. Yeah. What it would mean to get here first.
I think Ember speaks up and says, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, what's the point in saving a city that's been ravaged by the monsters before from that thing?
Yeah.
We wanna get there when it emerges and kill it before we wreak havoc on the city.
And if we understand correctly, it emerges once they start blowing holes to get down here?
Once they tunnel through the rock,
Yeah.
I think, to defend the horde.
And what about Night Mantis?
Night Mantis can come after that. There's time in the day for that, but it can't. It has to happen in an order.
You can also ask her about her captivity. That might... Because we don't really know about the early hours of this time loop where what she was doing. Because she might not actually... They might not be in that arena thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if she's just in a cell, maybe we break her out early too.
It can be the thing we do after the Hydra and the horde.
I mean, I feel like we're going to need a lot of help to fight the Hydra, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'd like to have her with us if we're fighting the Hydra.
Yeah.
if late,
It might
Why?
be.
it's gonna take us 2 hours to get to the Hydra.
The monsters already started coming out by
Yeah.
the time we were done rescuing the Night Mantis that
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
We need to stop those monsters. I
Yeah.
don't think we can have a mantis for that.
Yeah. I think
I mean,
you're right.
okay, so... Yeah. That also means that we're going to be fighting, potentially, Isabella and Paldera at full force.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be weakened by the Hydra.
Well, Isabella and that's...
They get there
potentially
later.
Yeah, they get
don't
there
get
later.
Right, but if the Hydra's gone, there's nothing to weaken them.
If the Hydra's gone, do they ever go?
Yeah.
We don't know.
But they were searching for the staff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
so
point.
they would go.
We're just gonna have to try.
Is it even possible to get up there before they explode the ground and release the
I think it
Hydra?
has to be the very first thing we do.
Because I think, doesn't
Yeah.
that happen on like our, let's see, what
It'll
time?
take us 2 hours, but we can make it.
It's
Yeah.
1 hour to travel.
It's 2 travel times.
Why is it 2 travel
Because
times?
we're going from the south to the middle to the us.
Oh, I think
Two
it's
hours.
from anywhere to anywhere. It's
Nope.
one.
No.
No.
One island to the next is 1
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
But from the Chancellery Isle to like...
You skipped it by going across the water
Mhm.
with
Right.
the water breathing spell.
Right, but... Okay. But if we ever want to go to the tower, is that just considered an island?
Yep.
So if we go from Chancellery Isle to the tower, is that one? Even though you have to go through the main...
You'd have to go through the main, so
That
that's
would be two as well.
hmm
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's like an X sort of pattern, right?
Yep.
Okay, I see.
I think Ellen just kind of sits just
Yeah.
next to a pile of
Hmm.
treasure.
I know that I'm putting a lot on your shoulders at this moment, all of you. But when we are done, we can leave this world in a much better state than it is now. Like I've said, my vision from here is limited, but I have seen the kinds of things that Stratos has done in this empire over the past hundreds of years. He's not himself. He's not the man that I remember.
Do you know why? Do you have any idea what's changed?
I think that something went wrong in his battle with Rubrun, and I think somehow Rubrun has a hold over him. I don't know how, and I don't know what it is. But that's what I think.
Is it possible for... I mean, Rubrun's just a chromatic dragon, right? For him to have control over a demigod? How is that even possible?
don't know, but I just can't think that Stratos would do these things on his own. And then she kind of like makes this sound like she's like thinking about saying something, and then she decides to say it and says, "This is something that Bryvanth and I disagreed on adamantly. He had a different view of Stratos. After the Blight, something else happened. When Syros died, something did snap in him a little. I shouldn't downplay it. I'm sorry, I'm downplaying it. I've just had this argument so many times with Bryvanth. He went into a blind rage, and he killed one of our greatest allies, the dragon Elnord, a metallic dragon who was fighting on our side. It was just all he could see was his rage against the chromatic dragons and what they've done, and he turned it on every dragon around him, and Elnord paid that cost, and Bryvanth saw it, and I don't think he was ever able to forgive Stratos for that. He was never able to look past it. But that's not who he was. Not on a core level.
Regardless of who he was, almost 2,000 years ago, he's something very different now, very dangerous. And he deserves a chance to be who he was again, but we cannot be naive enough to expect him to return to that easily.
I don't expect it to be easy, but the reason I say we need to revive Syros is for that very reason. I think that she is the only one who stands a chance of pulling out who he used to be. And if it's like I think, and Rubrun has some hold of him, she can break it. I know she can.
It'd be good to have a demigod on our side. Yeah. So, are we just back to the problem at hand? Meant to let this primordial leave here with the League? If we widen the Nexus? And not do anything to stop it? I think Ellen's looking around at her friends when she says this as well.
I think if we don't, we're all trapped here.
Well, we're trapped here if the Nexus ruptures. But if we widen the Nexus and the Primordial is able to exit the Nexus without rupturing it, are we meant to just step aside and let her leave with the League?
At this point, I don't see what we can do to stop it.
I mean, everything we know, which is very little, about Primordials tells me that they're not a force that can be stopped by a group of nobodies like us.
Not as we are. We'll need allies. But we've always needed allies.
Yeah. We'll need allies to stop Stratos too.
We have...
Would there be any way to convince her to not join the League? Convince her that maybe we're the ones letting her out and we're who she should be loyal to? I don't know.
Above table, we know that Mr. Scary Giant Dude went into the Nexus to get her and bring her, to free her and bring her out with him. So if we are opening the Nexus wider so that they can leave together, which her leaving is locked in, we have to assume that there's no more. Like, he's already made his case and she's already agreed to help, theoretically, right?
Can we fuck him up before he frees her?
Potentially.
I think when Owen poses the question, can I roll an investigation check on the... we're in a horde, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can I look around the horde for items? I'm looking for like a solution. Any other means that we can use?
Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
I would also like to roll a similar investigation check, but just to get as much money as in compact gems as we can carry.
Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
I know full well this is all going away. I'm doing it now so that we don't have to do it later.
What a bad bitch.
I'm going to use Flash of Genius to make that a 28.
28. You're looking around this horde with the practiced eye of an artificer, and you quickly realize, after just a brief moment's investigation, there is, other than the staff, there is nothing magical in this horde. There is almost infinite wealth in the form of like gems and coins and art objects, but everything, like all magical artifacts and things like that, other than the staff, seem to have been removed from here at some point.
So deliberately, the magic items were removed.
Mm-hmm.
Who can grab that bag?
No.
So I have it.
Sorry.
No.
You grabbed it?
I did.
Yep.
So I think Vert will ask Vala'alae about that. And once everyone's sort of thinking about what can we do for this problem at hand, Vert says, Vala'alae, were there other tools here that we could have used? Do you know where those might be?
There were... Vidun collected a number of magical artifacts, yes. She coveted and craved them. As a wizard, she treasured them, but after her death, when Bryvanth came here to sequester me and safeguard me, he had all of them removed and given to his followers and those who were continuing the fight against the chromatic dragons. He wanted them put to use in the effort at hand, not sitting here where no one could make use of them. So no longer.
Yeah.
There were, but no longer.
Okay.
But I think you may be making an assumption about Lythura that may not be true. Granted, I don't know much of this League of Terrors. My sight is limited from within here, but I do know a little bit of the primordials, and while they are intelligent, they are primal beings of creation and destruction in equal measure.
They're chaos. They're not necessarily
They do
evil.
not plan or form sides. All they want is to make and unmake and make again.
Yeah.
You say that the League has sided with this primordial. I'm not sure that might be the case.
They just
Yeah, it's
want
what
to
they
release
think.
it into the world. Then how is that any better than this city getting destroyed? Unleashing a primordial into the city who wants to make and unmake?
Well, Lythura on her own will not be capable of... She will be capable of destruction, yes. And it is with its dangers, but without the other primordials present, she will not be capable of the sort of mass destruction that would unmake this world. She will be a problem, but she will likely find a place of seclusion at first to build her power.
How powerful are they individually?
Enough to contest with the gods.
Okay, so subduing one is not an option. Or incapacitating.
Not without help.
is I have these shackles.
Your dimensional shackles?
They can be used on an incapacitated creature to prevent them from using extra dimensional movement and moving to different planes.
I mean, Lythura is huge. Just like this absolutely massive panther made of lightning.
How huge?
Bigger than Brendan's?
Yeah, by far. Yeah.
Would you say she's bigger than a large creature?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously. Okay, well...
It is creating a problem for a later date, but I think it's the only way.
I agree.
Yeah.
And there's no way to redirect this gateway to another place.
She moved your tray so that Aster couldn't see what you're rolling.
I'm too busy with my notes.
Vala'alae thinks about that and says, another place. Like where?
Another plane, another elemental plane, maybe, or another... Like, so, what does Vert know? Does Vert know anything about, like, planar travel?
Roll an
Or
Arcana
like,
check.
planar... Maybe...
That's
so,
mean.
specifically, either travel or interaction between planes. And this is maybe, like, stemming from what he knows of, like, how the controllers...
Yeah, okay, so I think you'd know some things. You'd know some things without a check.
Like, I guess what I'm thinking as maybe a player, or maybe just as my character, is like, are there some planes that are easier to interact with than others?
Yes.
Okay,
And
then
those
like,
would be what are called the inner planes.
right. So
right?
then it'd be like another
the elemental
inner plane.
planes, the Feywild, the Shadowfell,
Yeah.
those are inner planes.
So instead of coming to this plane connected to that inner plane, maybe just redirecting it to somewhere that's close by or somewhere that's easy to interact with and adjust the trajectory.
The primal nexuses are direct conduits between specifically the material plane and the elemental plane to which they are bound. In this case, the plane of lightning. I don't think it would be possible to redirect to a different elemental plane or to one of the other inner planes, but to a different location in the material plane,
Or
that might be possible.
Or would it be possible to have enough of this primordial come through that it doesn't shatter the nexus?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm
the plan,
proposing.
right?
That's the plan.
Is to only let some of it come through?
Well, it's going to come all the way through.
That's
but
what I'm wondering. Is
but it won't
is there
shatter
a way
the
to,
nexus.
to like leave some of it behind and it like splits?
According to what you said about time,
No.
that's
No.
not possible.
This is going to happen.
Yes, its emergence is the event that happens.
I'm just worrying about how much of it emerges. But if that's the thing, and it will happen, and
Yeah.
all of it will happen, then. Okay, so a different place.
It would
So-
be difficult, but it might be possible.
Sending the Nexus somewhere where there are no innocent people to be caught up in whatever it is.
Like the desert?
I could.
Or
Or even just like,
the middle of the ocean? I don't know.
yeah, something.
It would require more difficult effort on behalf of you as a group channeling through me. But yes, if we can pick another location, that might be possible. Whether that's,
Interesting.
like you said, over an ocean into the Spellscar Desert, or perhaps even into the nearby wild space system.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
We need to have it emerge right next to the Mind Flayer's ship thing, so it just blows that up.
The Mind
That'd be
Flayer
good.
blockade around the planet?
That'd be good.
I mean,
Two
That
birds.
might be. It would be difficult, but it might be possible.
because like, if this is truly a creature that is like not fully allied, it's only
Chaos.
Yeah, if it's like if it has chaotic thoughts, then it might actually.
So,
Great.
if we try to redirect it, would we still have to widen it
Yes.
to escape
Yeah.
the loop?
Oh.
And just let the...
Yeah, because it trying to get out, and the thing not being big enough is what breaks the nexus.
loop. But like, if we redirect it and then it breaks the nexus somewhere else, would the city not be in the loop anymore?
The problem is that the breaking is the event that creates the loop, and so the loop would start again.
Yeah.
Here.
Yes.
I see.
We need to change the event, to change the breaking of the nexus without changing the event that triggers it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Art has a headache.
I have a headache
if we
thinking of this.
can send the primordial somewhere other than above this city, it would make me feel a lot better about letting it loose.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I think it's worth a shot, and if it doesn't work, we try again.
Yeah. What choice do we have, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But I do agree that this is just a temporary measure. This is something that we will deal with.
We will have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Eventually.
But this is something that you can deal with if you resurrect Ceros.
Serious.
Yeah.
With her help, it is doable. I assure you.
Okay.
How confident are you that you can bring her back? You don't know what happened to her, really.
I know that if you bring me to where she rests, I can figure it out.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
And we have to restore your power first, because you're about to expend it all.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty 20. Just roll a charisma check. Okay.
27.
25.
Okay, show offs.
So I think Vala'alae says, when I was alive, when I was a crystal dragon, my kind looked to the stars for prophecies and foretellings, and I saw many things I did not understand at the time. But now I see them with a bit more clarity. I know that if you bring me to Ceros, she can be resurrected. But those of you who rolled the insight checks and got 20 and above know that there is a little bit of uncertainty behind those words. You can feel like the slight wavering of conviction in the telepathic bond.
I mean, she's also... I'm just thinking about the table, like, she's not a god, she's also just
A crystal dragon.
a creature, you know, like the rest of us, just trying their best, you know?
Well, there are still some strange magics in the world, and there may be rituals.
Yeah.
Something we can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
To bring things back around to two things, Aster, you had rolled an investigation check to
Yeah, it went real bad.
try to scoop up as much as you can.
even though I burned my inspiration on it.
Real bad.
This was an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
I think with an 8 you're able to scoop up 100,000 gold pieces worth of stuff.
Wow.
And now, granted, a lot of that is like platinum pieces and like art objects and gems and things like that. Because otherwise there's no way you'd be able to carry it. But 100,000 with an 8.
Yeah.
So damn, is a natural 20 just like, are we Jeff Bezos up in this bitch? Like, damn.
You're basically sitting on a mountain of infinite treasure right now.
Incredible.
I'm really sorry I didn't roll higher.
Nah,
That's still really good. I'm here like, damn. Shopping episode.
But yeah, that does take like a good portion of your hour, your spent life.
Yeah, and I assume we've let our artifacts like Fulgura and the rest.
The other thing that I don't want to miss that Embers said was, you mentioned that she wouldn't be at full power because she's about to expend it, and Vala'alae says, yes, but I have have some thoughts about that as well. Let's find them in my notes.
What was the question? Oh, like how do... If she expends her energy in this, like how do we restore it, basically?
Basically.
Okay.
I believe that I will likely fall entirely dormant and you will not be able to communicate with me. I'll be as if I was slumbering.
What is the source of your power? What is the nature of it?
I store up that raw energy of the weave that I mentioned before.
I see.
So, to restore my power, the best you could do would be to travel to my home planet, to Karnas. It is the farthest planet from the sun in this wild space system. It is quite a journey, but the gem dragons there, the gem dragon smiths would be able to recharge me without a problem. I think her attentions, you can feel them kind of turn to Elwyn and Vert collectively. And she says, alternatively, if you could find someone here on Alen'dal with significantly deep arcane knowledge and access to very specific materials, and this is where you feel the attention turn towards Elwyn, and specifically it centers on like your tiara, the fairy crystal there.
My circlet here.
Like that crystal that sits upon your brow. I do not know its nature, but it seems to store ley energy in a very similar way to what I do. If you can find someone who can work with that, who has the arcane knowledge, it might be possible. And then the focus turns to Vert, and she says, similarly, the dragonsmiths back on Karnas, a lot of the arcane technology that they produced relied on a very specific alloy of metal, which I see you have encased yourself in. She calls it Carno. It's a metal that is incredibly receptive to arcane tampering. If you could find someone capable of working with that metal and with large supplies of it, perhaps there's something that they could do. Like I said, the best option, the easiest option, if you could make it work, would be to seek out my people on my homeworld. But
Just go fly through space. That's funny.
Do you have means of communication with your home planet from here?
no, I do not.
You never have?
Never.
Well, we are growing a spaceship.
Right, I forgot about
I
see a little smoke coming
we're
out
full
of
of surprises.
Art's ears. Like, I think he's overheating a little bit.
He's like, this
he's
is
ready
too
for a
much
rest.
Feels like the dizzy.
Yeah. No, like actual smoke. Like, it's a fired
Yeah,
dragon
yeah.
boy. He's just overheating.
Okay. Well, you've given us much to think on. And you retain your memories through the loops.
Yes. I will remember this next time we meet.
Thank you for your guidance and for sharing all that you know.
I'm sorry that I've had to ask so much of you upon our first meeting, but if it's any consolation, I see in all of you the capability. I wouldn't set this on your shoulders if I didn't think it was something you could bear. You are all strong of heart. And we can do this together.
Not without a rest first, though.
That is a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm completely tapped.
Around this time, I think...
Before the time loop happens, I do want to say, as Owen's sitting there, probably while you're fussing, looking through your piles of treasure, a coin drops off from your handful of treasure and rolls to Elwyn where she's sitting. She picks it up and looks at it. There's a picture of a dragon on there. She kind of looks at it for a while. Doesn't know if it'll stay with her, but she puts it in her pouch anyway. That's it.
It's specifically a blue dragon with like lightning coming out of its mouth.
I want to do another thing during the hour too, which is retrieve Night Mantis, even just for a brief conversation towards the end of the hour, maybe.
Okay.
Amiti, are they free?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask.
You left her back in her room.
No, are we asking Vala'alae?
Well,
to do with the meeting?
Because like, who imprisoned her?
Vidun, the Bolt Queen.
Yeah.
Sunderer of Sky.
I would like
Do you know how to free a meeting?
Yeah.
The Naga on the floor above.
Yeah.
She seems harmless.
Yeah, I'm just sad and lonely.
Maybe a little bit insane.
It has been... Midi was here before I arrived.
Oh, shit.
And... I have never once seen her attempt to leave in all that time.
Oh.
It's possible since Vidun is dead, she may be able to and has not tried.
Thought she keeps killing herself to try and leave, and that's not.
Oh, she did lots of times.
Oh,
but what Vala'alae is saying is like
she just hasn't tried to go.
Not
through
since
the door.
Vidun died.
So she hasn't tried to kill herself or like leave since Vidun died? Oh, okay.
Okay, well, on our last loop, we'll take her with us, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
She already agreed to work 10 years of service for me.
If you free her, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Wasn't it 100 years?
100 years.
It was 100
It
years.
was 100 years, yeah.
So we could just do some... Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, the door's safe now, let's walk out.
We chatted with your boss, and they said you're free to go.
Yeah. Easiest 100 years of servitude ever earned.
What can I say?
If it
That's
works.
so sad, though.
Vala'alae doesn't know, but
Right.
it might be.
Okay.
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 Bert, you wanted to talk to Night Mantis, huh?
I do.
Oh, okay. Before that, well, we'll get to this after. Never mind. Okay. So you go up and you talk to Night Mantis.
Yeah.
You find her back at the. I think you would probably have to communicate with her to like make her pull the lever again.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but she does that so that
maybe just
you
bring
can
her down
travel
to
down.
the treasure hoard room, I guess, and then chat with her there. It doesn't really matter.
Lightning would be...
Yeah.
It's not really a way to do it.
Okay, fine. So towards the end of the hour, I'll grab I can grab my dragon artifact thing, the hoard.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to get to before this conversation. So I guess we'll do it real quick. All of you feel that like vibrating hum that was suffusing the hoard start to still. And all of the objects that have been steeping in the coins and treasure kind of like emit this like bright light that appears through the coins. And then the light dims and you're able to retrieve your items. So I think Embers and Vert, both of those go to the Wakened status.
Okay.
Art, Gabo, I'm sorry. I need you to equip a new version of Fulgora. You need to equip Fulgora the Stirring Crystal Longsword +1.
Whoa.
What?
Which has some new abilities, which we can run through now.
So, this thing steeped in Vidun's hoard, but it was steeping in Bryven's magic.
Yes.
Whose breath applies and what type is it?
It would be Bryven's in this case. and I'm going to give you your choice between radiant or cold. Because Bryvanth was a silver dragon that turned into a hollow dragon with a radiant breath weapon.
Yeah. Cold might be more common. I don't feel like we're going to fight a lot of things with radiant damage. Yeah, I'll take cold.
Okay. And if we can run through real quick what these things do now that they are awakened. The dragon vessel, in addition to what it could do while it was slumbering or stirring,
I see it.
it can also create
Wine!
wine,
We're having a party tonight.
a potion of flying, or a potion of healing superior.
Yeah.
Oh
Really
shit!
good.
Yep, one per day.
That's really good.
The scaled ornament, in addition to what it could do while it was stirring, when you take damage of the type dealt by the breath weapon, cold, you can use your reaction to take no damage instead and regain hit points equal to the damage you would have taken.
Oh my god.
Once this property is used, it can't be used until the next dawn.
So because of it's not listed here, but it had a quirk where I also have just general resistance to cold damage. So once per day, I can say, actually, I don't want resistance. I want to absorb
Yes.
damage.
That's cool.
And then
I see.
Fulgora, the additions here are additional charges, so it goes from 3 to 5. And you can, when you would spend one of those charges to regain hit points yourself, you can do it instead to a creature within 15 feet of you.
Oh shoot.
That's awesome.
But then also,
Do that.
there was another thing, wasn't there?
Computer says their volume on maybe.
But did you turn your speakers on?
I must have accidentally done that. Thing up here that I
Yeah,
sometimes-
just hit the unmute button by accident.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Why are you apologizing? Thank
My
you for
fault.
catching it.
Yeah, no, good catch.
You're welcome.
Nope, maybe that was the main thing. That's the main thing. Yep,
That's awesome.
that's it.
Okay. So I take my wakened dragon vessel upstairs,
Fill it with wine.
fill it with wine, offer a glass to Night Mantis. Maybe
Thank
it's
you.
a potion of wine, actually.
Or
but it's
healing.
wine.
After the beating y'all took.
Whatever it is.
Healing wine.
And then I will give her the like the summarized version of we did it, we found the staff, we're gonna try and with the staff we're gonna use it to avert the crisis that happens in the city, and then kind of explain what Vala'alae shared with us for what the process is. And then also say, so now, timeline-wise, do you remember where you were and how many hours ago? It was 7 or 8 hours ago?
Yeah, 10 hours. It's
10
close-
isn't it-
close
isn't
to
it-
Yeah,
9 or
close to
10?
10 hours.
10 hours ago? Were you awake? Were you in that big Colosseum room?
Let me look at the events table. For the southwestern island. Yeah, she says time has been a little bit strange since I've been in a cell away from the sun, unable to keep regular circadian rhythms, but 10 hours ago? I believe yes, I was in my cell in the palace, and then at some point Skulk and why am I blanking on the dwarf's name?
Asshole.
Yeah, him.
Rhyme something?
Cold Lake.
No.
Cold Lake, yeah.
Cold Lake,
Yeah.
Albrecht.
Albric, yes. Thank you. Skulk and Albric come to my cell on the legate's orders, and they bring me to that arena. Not long after that, the group of you arrived. So they must have had some notice that you were... Someone must have sighted you in the city and sent word to them to prepare, and then they brought me to the arena to use as a pawn in their schemes.
Was the cell you were in... Did she know about the room that we slid down in? Do you know where your cell was in the palace?
I don't know specifically, but
you were awake when they brought you to the... So retracing your steps.
Blindfolded and...
Oh, yeah, okay.
So... Sorry. Okay.
I don't think it's in that basement area, though. There's not much down there. I think it must be somewhere in the upper palace.
See. Okay. Because we are thinking of coming here sooner in the day. And retrieving the staff. Did Isabella or did anybody share with you, I don't know, I don't really want to, I mean, like, what your fate was? Have we not come along?
I think, if I'm understanding things correctly, I'm here as bait for you. So I think I'm alive as long as I can be useful for that purpose.
Okay.
I don't think you have to worry about my life.
I certainly hope not.
But Isabella wants the staff too, right? Or at least access to this hoard. If she can't have that, if you beat her here, I don't know what she'll do with me.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
She's unpredictable.
Do you know if she was in... Did you have any awareness of what was going on in the palace while you were in your cell? Did you hear her and Pelder leave at any time?
She shakes her head. Isabella and Paldir, they came to torment and taunt me on several occasions, but from wherever I am, I can't really hear them coming and going from the palace as a whole.
Okay. Would that give me...
I am well guarded.
Based off what she's saying, could I or would I have any indication of if she can't hear them leaving, like flying away, that she might be further away from like Paldir's roost, not roost, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just a second. Let me look at something.
Because it was, correct me if I'm wrong, but that building was kind of like a long building, wasn't it? It wasn't like square.
I'm looking at my information on it.
Because I'm trying to think, like, is there an opportune time of the day where we can retrieve the staff and go get her right after without them being there and realizing what's happened, so they don't have any,
Yeah, I think all that Night Mantis really knows is that, like, her cell is somewhere dark, so perhaps like interior of the palace, or just exterior without windows.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it could be like within like the inner area.
Yeah.
And it's somewhere above that basement area. But the palace is a big space. Like, it was built on ancient giant ruins and like incorporating parts of those giant ruins into the structure. And it was originally built for like an ancient blue dragon. So, like, there's a lot of space to this palace complex to search.
I think since Vert, can relax a little bit in front of his friends and family, like, I think he's like visibly a little like disturbed at the idea that he's gonna leave her there for longer than he wants to, you know, and he's not sure there's a good way to get her back.
Yeah. So I don't have her stats in front of me, but I just rolled an insight check that was an 18 on dice.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not really trying to hide it.
Trying to hide it.
So I think even with passive deception, if that's a thing, that's 16.
Passive deception.
You know, if you just take the 8 plus whatever, it's 16. So he's that maybe it's noble upbringing, but also these years of being kind of concealed. He's not really trying to, but he's probably just stepping on his feet a bit and just kind of leaning around and kind of really thinking and looking a little bit.
She puts her hand on your shoulder. Actually, she puts both hands on both shoulders to kind of hold you still and steady you. And then she kind of lowers her head so that she can look in your eyes, because I imagine you're kind of looking at the ground, thinking, and she forcibly makes eye contact with you, and she says, "Listen, Vert. I think you and I are both the same in that we're both very practical. And from what I'm hearing, you don't have much of a choice in the matter. You need that staff, or we're stuck in this time loop of yours for eternity. There's an order of priority here, and I'm below it, and I can accept that.
But I can't accept that. That's the problem. Not yet, at least. Until I exhaust as many solutions as I think I need to do.
I think, you see, there's a resolve in her face that kind of dissolves and breaks a little bit as she just kind of, smiles at you. And she says, I think for the first time just now I really understood what it is to have a brother. That's very sweet of you, and I love you for that. But I'm telling you, put me second. I'll be okay.
Yeah, I think he just he does look away from her and just takes a very deep sort of shuddering breath, and he instead of nodding, he just shakes his head and says, I'll see what I can do. But if you do come second, you're very close to first still.
Yeah, she wipes a tear from her eye and laughs at that.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to remember this, but I hope that you will. And she pulls you into just a very tight hug.
Yeah.
And just her forehead against your forehead. And she says, if anyone can figure out a way, I know that it's you.
I'll find a way.
But even if you don't, I know you'll get to me eventually. I'm not worried in the slightest. Okay?
Yeah, we'll make it out of here. I'm certain.
If you can't do it, I know that girlfriend of yours can. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're a force when we're put together, so.
Exactly.
I'm sure we'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, with that,
there's a rumble in the ground. The ceiling begins to fracture, and rocks begin to fall down, but before they hit the ground, they stop midair, arrested in fall. and then they begin to turn backwards and rise back up to the ceiling, and those cracks unfracture, and there's a flash of blinding light, and all of you feel that sort of like yanking, pulling sensation, and as you are pulled backwards 10 hours across time, you see those flashes of things you did, choices you made, choices you could have made, the way things could have branched differently, these different branches on the tree of time, and gain an inspiration for use in the next day. But also, you feel a wave of exhaustion that comes with your body being just ripped across time for the second time. And your max hit dice are reduced again by 1. And you find yourselves at the end of this yanking across time, back where you started this day 10 hours ago, on the southeastern island, looking at a group of Imperial wardens and citizens arguing on the other side of a barricade. What would you like to do?
Quickly check and see if any of our things that were brought along with us.
Yeah, like for example, I imagine you were like holding on to the staff of Syros.
Yeah.
At the time of the Elwyn, your dragon coin, the staff of Syros, all of the treasure you managed to scrape, the changeling's shift weave that you took off of Isabella, the bag of devouring, all of these things revert and are lost for this time.
But the dragon horde items, do they maintain their...
They maintain their awakened status.
Okay, so their power...
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well...
So are we just like, we just are there and we remember everything that happened?
Yep.
Like, just like we did the last time? Okay.
Mhm.
So I think, like, Vert, like, as we're sort of checking our effects and things, Vert definitely looks a little bit shaken.
Yep.
And maybe it's just the exhaustion or something.
Vert was separate from the group of you when the time shift happened. And when he reappears next to you, he's definitely in this, like, hunched posture where, like, he was in the middle of that hug with Night Mantis, where they were kind of, like, forehead to forehead. And he was kind of, like, heavily leaning on her, and you almost see him sag a little bit.
I think seeing this, Ellen will just stand next to him and kind of lean against him a little bit and look at the others and say, we have a lot of work to do, but I think the first thing we need to do is find a safe place to rest.
Agreed.
Yeah, didn't we pass some kind of inn? Some kind of place that we can
In
hold
the
up?
central island there was one.
Yeah, there were a couple. There is one on let's see, what is the southeastern island? Is that Outskirt Isle? There's one on the island you're on. There's one on the Chancellor's Island. And there's one on the Central Island.
If there's one on the island we're on, we might as well just go there.
I would like to
Right.
sleep at the Chancellor's Isle so that I can keep an eye on when Taldair leaves with the villa.
It's not a bad idea.
As close to the Bolt Queen's Palace or whatever as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, the Chancellor's Island is probably the best defended all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because yeah, exactly.
That's, yeah.
Because the fighting never comes fully onto that island from what we've seen, right?
Give us more of a chance for none
Yeah.
to rest.
And, like, it might be a chance, like, because we need... and a long rest is 8 hours of sleep, right? So,
Like
presumably we can, like...
Yeah.
if there's another way in or out, or like anything that we can gauge about the structure, I think would be helpful.
Yeah, the two safest places I can think of would be maybe on the Chancellor Isle somewhere, or in the temple.
Yeah,
with the giants.
With the giants, yeah.
Because I already have a code word for them.
Yeah.
And so they should trust us, and they already said you can stay here, because we're just going to stay here, so...
Yeah. You'd have to refight the cloud giant, but no big deal.
No big deal, exactly, because we've done that before.
With no spells.
But
with the
we just need embers, it's fine.
Yeah, we succeed.
Yeah,
so,
I know, I'm just...
Yeah. But yeah, my first vote would be Chancellor Isle.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of
Well,
me-
question, I can't remember if we established this or not, because what is time? The water breathing
You
spell...
rolled that 20 on that.
I know. The water breathing spell lasts 24 hours. Does it persist through the time loop? Because it's a spell I've cast on us. Like if our exhaustion
it does.
persists, I feel like that. So okay, so I don't have to cast it again. We have another 4 hours of breathing
because
underwater.
these are two prongs with the X.
We can just
Yeah, you could go straight
go
across.
through the water,
Great.
which is why I asked.
Oh, so then we're only using 1 hour to get to Chancellery.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that it really matters, but we'll have extra time at the end of the loop.
I just had a thought. I'm like, where's there's a creature in the water that we just haven't come across yet? I'm so sorry.
Don't give him any ideas.
So a Kraken appears.
Oh no!
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh god.
I think this doesn't mean anything. This isn't mechanically or RP relevant. But I think the rest, you like have the water breathing thing active, and the rest of you start like walking into the bay, and Embers just absentmindedly starts walking across it.
Yeah.
Do you have that yet, though?
It's fine.
It'd be fun if
It's
I did.
fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It does, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, it came in handy. You used it way sooner than you thought you would.
Yeah, you like subconsciously, I guess, like channel your focus down to your feet.
Yeah.
And it just lets you step across the lake.
Is that a new... That's awesome.
Monks can walk on water.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you, with 1 hour, make your way to the southwestern island.
We could technically use that hour to rescue Night Mantis and have her with us for the long rest, if you want.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can accomplish something either on your starting island or your destination island.
Okay,
With the hour.
so mechanically, if we rescue her, we would know this. I mean, it would be different circumstances, though, right? Because we
Not.
In this case, no. I mean, it'd be similar enough. Like nothing is terribly different on the island at the time of your arrival.
Just because
with
we're
1
not
hour.
missing the
Okay.
hour
Yeah.
that we were
but we
before.
don't know. Right, I understand. Yeah, but like,
If something were so different that you couldn't do it the exact same way, I'd tell you.
right.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just wondering, like,
Don't
so
make it
in this.
complicated.
Well, hang on.
Ethan said it's fine.
No. I
Take the
I
W.
need some clarification for something. So hold on. So in this instance, if we do this, then we're going to be fighting the Colosseum battle with Skulk and the
Exactly.
others.
And it would play out
So we're
exactly
not
like you did
going
before.
to be
basically.
rescuing her from whatever cell she's kept in.
No.
No.
That she would have been
No.
brought there.
That would be a
so. I
different
still
thing.
don't have new information as far as
Correct.
Okay, if we wanted a different rescue attempt.
I see, but if we just go straight to the island and go in the inn and you want to sit and watch through the window and see what time of day Isabella leaves,
Right, because
is that what you want to
yes,
do?
I would like to get new information because if we
Okay,
rescue
that makes
her,
sense.
we're
So
not
you
going to
don't wanna
accomplish.
rescue
We're not going to accomplish anything this loop.
No, that's a
That's
very
fine.
fair point.
That's
yeah.
why I wanted clarification.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Just thought for RP purposes, you'd want your sister with us.
I do.
Don't do that. That's a
But instead, he's going to make the choice to sit and watch her
This is
die.
partially why
For the new information.
This is partially why he has such a grim expression right now as we're walking here and resting.
I think this is a source for a conversation at the inn amongst the party.
Perhaps.
The group of you do come to the inn that you saw here, the Chancellor's Cup. Weird, I have this on the wrong island in my notes, but that's fine. I know this is the one that's supposed to be on the Chancellery Island, so it is. It is kind of a very, like, well-to-do inn. So, like, prices here are going to be a bit higher.
We're gonna get everything back anyway.
Well, expended stuff doesn't come back.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
we have 100,000 gold waiting for us now.
Or we will, at least, yeah.
An inn stay in a wealthy one is 2 gold pieces per person.
Oh, it's so expensive.
okay.
How are we ever going to afford that?
I know, right?
I'm gonna disguise myself as a noble person that we pass by and try and get in for. Just
All right, roll a persuasion check.
maybe a deception check instead.
Yeah, sure, deception check.
Okay, guys.
That is. Let's see.
Get the best room possible.
Plus guidance. 26.
26. Yeah, you can get everyone in for. Let me see. In stay would be. Sure, 1 gold piece per
That's
person.
what I thought.
Yep.
I thought you said innkeeper.
So the innkeeper is a half-elf woman who introduces herself as Kada Nimaris. And she's got this, like, very prim and proper way about her. Just like, and I'm reading my notes that I wrote forever ago at this point. Yeah, and so she's very much wearing, like, noble, almost like very noble garb herself. And all of the patrons in here appear to be, like, that level of station as well. Either, like, noble or, like, wealthy business person, that sort of thing. And the sort of, like, downstairs bar area of it is styled like an elegant lounge that has these, like, silk draped private booths. There's soft harp music playing with, like, a harp player who's just, like, on staff. And they serve specialty cocktails that are named after extinct noble houses of Vidun.
Oh my god.
And you see, as you enter here, a lot of the clientele, like I said, are nobles and things like that. But you see a lot of them are, like, in these private booths with, like, silk curtain drawn, so you can't see exactly what's going on in there. But you can kind of get the vibe that a lot of people here are, like, using this place for, like, secret trysts. And a lot of the people you do see kind of, like, milling about the space are wearing, like, masks and things to conceal their identity.
Interesting.
And this woman, Kada Nimaris, sees you come in and she says, "Oh, new customers," and she looks at Vert and Elwyn and says, "Nobles and their retinue, I see.
Indeed.
Well, I think we can do a very special new visitors discount. I will only charge you 1 gold piece per person. I assume you'll be staying the night."
You assume correctly, and then I'll just produce the gold and slide it across the counter.
Yeah, she, like, slides you a menu in return with those, like, specialty cocktails listed on them. The 3 specialties now are the Velbrant Noose, the Ghost of Kesserine, and the Ashes of Drevant.
These all sound very Halloween themed.
Use the ghost and the ashes.
I want the ashes one.
The Ashes one is a smoky brandy with charred orange peel, bitters, and flamed cinnamon stick.
Sounds really good.
yeah.
And there's a story behind it that is, like, listed on the menu. When a political marriage collapsed, House Dervant tried to burn their enemies' homes, only to have the winds change and spark a firestorm that consumed their own ancestral keep as well. One Drevant, sorry, not Dervant, Drevant. One Drevant heir survived, and he was ironically forced to marry into another noble lineage to avoid financial ruin.
Incredible.
It's the story behind the Ashes of Drevant.
I definitely want. That's the drink I'm getting for sure.
Each one of these drinks, for your record keeping, will run you
20 gold.
5 silver pieces.
With our new visitor discount.
Yes, that's with the.
So yeah, I think
They also have fine bottles of wine, but they don't have anything that's like cheap wine.
I already have a fine bottle of wine.
You have a bottle of wine. Is it fine though?
It doesn't specify, so it must be a good vintage.
Fine, isn't
A
it?
vintage
It's
from a
fine.
dragon.
It's fine.
It'd be so funny if like the wine in that was just like boxed wine though.
Yeah, because that's what it's gonna be today. Yeah, I think that we take a quick look at the menu, and then Vert produces a few more coins for drinks around the party.
I'm gonna go ahead and on some more appropriate music
How
for
old
this
are
location.
Maria and Amelia again? Like, are they interested in this?
They underage.
They're allowed to come in.
Yeah. They're
They're
like early 20s, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
12.
19?
They're both
They're
12
not
and they're
both
engaged to be
well
married.
Are
They're
like
not
18?
engaged to be married.
They're between 18 and 21. I don't remember.
I think they're 19.
I was right.
They aren't engaged, but they are quite seriously dating. Let's see.
They're basically
Children.
He is not. Yeah, Emilio is 19. Maria is also 19. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Great.
So it was the ghost of so and so and
The Ghost of Kesserine and
the
the
Driven and the Vibrant Noose.
the noose. Was.
the Velbrant Noose is blackberry gin, absinthe mint, lavender honey, and crushed violets.
Wait, that also sounds amazing.
Served with a thin violet ribbon tied around the stem. And the story says, Lady Marina Velbrunt seduced 3 rival house heirs in a single night, and then hung each from a separate balcony of House Velbrunt's keep while they slept. This unfortunately united those 3 houses against her, and she was hung from a balcony herself within a week.
Oh, shit.
What about the ghost one?
The Ghost of Kesserine, white rum, coconut cream, mint, and a dash of night blooming jasmine. Served in a foggy, frosted glass. Foggy, frosted. And the story that goes along this one says, every member of House Kesserine vanished entirely one winter night, whether they were home or abroad. Their family keep was found empty, no blood, no signs of a fight, no signs of flight, just untouched food and drinks set out on cold tables. While the prevailing theories are political in nature, some whisper that they were dragged into another plane.
That's what I'm drinking.
Ghost of Kesserine.
We should make these.
I know.
They sound
I
fun.
know. Send me the recipes.
Yeah, cool.
Are you alright?
Are you asking him after we get to our room?
I mean, I imagine we're sitting in the bar drinking these drinks before we go up.
Ember doesn't want to drink. Ember's is just starving. It's food.
I assume you wanted like a spot by a window?
Yes.
Sure.
One that's facing the palace.
Yeah, there aren't many windows in this place, but I think that they're able to accommodate with like a private space up on the second floor.
Yeah,
like the first
a patio
floor
or something.
The first floor area is like no windows in. It's very like dark and smoky
some
and mysterious.
cocktails and a meal.
Um,
We get a couple tables upstairs.
But in the upstairs area, they're able to find you. You get the sense that like Kata is very accustomed to like putting up with specific noble
Duffy
demands.
nobles.
Yeah. And so she's easily able to accommodate you with a room that like looks out towards the palace. Roll perception checks. Anyone who wants to be looking out that way.
That tracks.
And are all of you looking towards the palace, or just like surveying the city in general?
I think I'd
Divide
be
and Conquer?
I think I'd be helping Bird
Okay.
Yeah.
watch the maybe two eyes on two different sets of entrances, but
I rolled really bad.
Yeah, I'd try to see if there's any... I guess if there's any indication from the exterior that I can kind of see, like, oh, the guards, like, walk into this particular area. That must be where the dungeon is. Like, with my
I see.
military kind of ability, like, kind of, like, looking for those little hints. That's a dirty 20 from me.
Okay.
I've rolled the
And then
same number twice. Both rolls, 14.
Elwyn and Bert were both bad.
Oh, I got 22.
Oh, 22.
yeah, no, I just rolled.
I thought you said that tracks like something bad happened.
No, that tracks that he's paying attention
I see.
and onto the task at hand.
Okay.
Mine was only a 13.
So.
So.
Da, 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 da.
Ba, ba, ba.
Incredible.
So in this like first bit of time where you're watching the island, keeping very close watch, while you're kind of enjoying these drinks and like all sitting together as a group before you like fully start your... I mean, you started your rest, but like none of you have like gone to sleep or anything just yet.
Yeah.
Those first few hours, you don't see anyone leaving. You don't see Isabella and Paldare leaving the palace.
Oh, okay.
With 22.
But at some point they leave and fight the
Yes.
monsters.
But it's not in these like
And the
first
Hydra.
early hours.
So, I
Okay.
mean, if you remember the sequence of events from before, they were there when we came because they wanted to taunt you.
Yes.
And only left because they thought we were taken care of to
Right.
go and oversee what was going on up
Right.
there, right? So they may... We don't know how long they're going to wait for us to show up before they decide.
Yeah.
But with the 22, what I will tell you is that you see, perhaps not surprisingly, there's like an area of the palace as you kind of observe it structured. There's an area towards the top that seems like it's built to be like a dragon hold area. And like that's where Paldare would have to come in and out as at his size. Like no other door on this palace that you can see is going to accommodate him. You know that somehow he's able to get down to like that balcony overlooking the arena area. But like when he's coming and going, he's going to have to come and go from that dragon hold at the top, basically. And then once he's in there, there must be structures or like mechanisms in the floors that allow him to like go up and down between the floors.
Right.
But like as far as coming and going from the structure itself, it's going to have to be from that top for Paldare.
Okay. Is that top area centralized within the structure, or is that on one side of it?
Yeah, it would be centralized,
Okay.
I think. In fact, with the 22, I think, like, with your kind of mechanical-minded nature, you kind of are creating, like, a 3D structure of this building in your head, and you think that the Dragon Hold must be close to directly above that, like, throne room chamber that the group of you were being led towards when you fell through the trap door. So, like, the Dragon Hold is kind of on top of the throne room, is on top of the arena.
Got it.
Almost directly.
Got it. Okay. I see.
And you had a 20 looking at, like, guard movements.
Yeah. Trying to gauge if I can see, like, where the prison or any sort of, like, or that general area would be. Because that would typically be the area that's most
So there,
guarded, or, like, where guards kind of stay.
Yeah, or they
Yeah,
rotate
like
or
close to
something.
the barracks. Yeah.
there are, like, lookouts on the upper levels. But for the most part, the guards' efforts seem to be focused, like, on and around the lower level and, like, the main entrances to the building on that, like, first level. And they a lot of them come and go, rather than using like the main gate at the front, a lot of them come and go for their rotations from like a door on the side of the building, I think. And then there's like an exterior guard barracks that like they rotate off to for their time off. But yeah, when the guards are coming and going, it's mostly from that side entrance to the building.
Okay.
Cool.
Did anyone else roll a perception check?
That was terrible, and I was just hoping for it anyway. So.
Okay, what was it though?
13.
Elwyn, the reason you don't see much at the guard barracks is because you notice something else. There's like a glint that catches your eye, and you turn your head and you look out in a different direction. Kind of like in the airspace above the lake, off towards the northeastern island. Or sorry, the northwestern island. The one that has
The factory. Yeah.
the factory and the hole to the horde. But like beyond that and up above the lake, you catch a glint and your eyes are drawn that direction, and there's something you haven't seen in any loop to this point. A dragon and rider that do not have black scales, but green, are flying towards that northwestern island from across the lake. And that has never happened.
From across the lake. What direction?
Like the northwest direction.
Flying.
Northwest from here, they're flying towards the city.
So they're coming in from outside of the loop?
Or at least from like... from that direction. From the direction of the like boundary of the dome. Yeah.
Y'all, there is someone coming. Someone who is not part of the loop.
What? How?
There, do you see?
Do we recognize this dragon?
As your
green
attentions are drawn that direction, all of you can spot this dragon. It's far away, so it's hard to make out the details. But Art, if you want to try and recognize, roll a perception check.
A green dragon and a rider.
15.
Or you could roll a history check, if that's better.
Well, no, it's 15 plus 5, 21. Sorry, 15 plus 6, 21.
I was gonna say.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like...
Let's see.
Plus guidance. Because why the hell not?
Oh, hell yeah, okay. What was guidance? A D4?
Yeah.
Plus 1. 22.
Who knows, maybe the DC was 22.
So I think you can make out some details. Namely, like at this distance, you're good at gauging like the size of dragons at a distance. Just from like your long-term connection with your partner dragon and all of that. You estimate that this dragon must be somewhere in its adulthood. And you think about... And you can see that its scales have that like forest green color to them. And you think about like the dragons in the Empire, the known dragons, and there's really only one that is a green dragon. And it is Viren, the dragon of Legate Aaron Deeproot, the legate of Nearus, which is the worm-blessed state to the north of here.
That's where Amber's is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. What do I know about this legate?
This is where a history check would come in.
Okay.
Guidance.
I can do that. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna use my inspiration. I still hadn't used my birthday inspiration, so... There we go. That's not much better. Let's see. Okay. 15? It's a 5 plus 4 plus 6.
With a 15, honestly, you don't know a lot.
That's fair.
Because your circles have never really crossed with Legate Aaron Deeproot. She does not get involved often in like politics outside of Nearest.
Okay.
She is half dryad and very much bound to the giant tree that the city she governs from is built into. And so she doesn't leave very often. I don't think you know much about her beyond that. But she is a Dracosphere and a Legate.
Okay. I'll tell them what I saw to see if Ember's.
Yeah, I'll roll a history check
Sure.
to see what I know about.
Can I roll history too?
I'm not gonna roll because I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah.
states.
That's
Like,
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. My history
I'm
was
not from here.
3 less than what I said it was.
That's
I
fine.
apologize.
You still know what it is.
Okay.
14 for Embers.
Embers, you being from Nearest, you've traveled a lot of the Empire. I think you've seen the way things are in a lot of different places under a lot of the different legates that are kind of like in charge of running these Worm-blessed states. Things in Nearest under Aaron Deeproot are generally better than a lot of places you've been. I don't think you would know much about her personally, but like under her leadership, there's a lot more like welfare for those who need it and consequences for like Imperial Warden brutality and things like that than you would see in other places. It's still not perfect, but it's better than places you've been.
Okay.
And then what was your roll?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Beyond what has already been said, what you know is that Legate Aaron Deeproot and the Dragon Viren were not present at the sacking of Vagma.
Okay. What I wanted to know.
You reckon they came to see if they could help? Are they... Does it look like they're inside the bubble or outside the bubble?
Inside.
Yeah, so they've somehow made it inside like we have.
Yeah.
Unlucky for them.
Yeah.
Maybe lucky for us.
Depending on whose side they're on.
Well, regardless of whether they are pro or anti-Stratos, they've got to be anti-League, right?
I would hope so, yes. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
I guess we just watch them and see where they go.
Mm-hmm.
And they came in like our, like not at the very beginning, but like midday sort of.
You arrived here within like the first hour
Mm-hmm.
and pretty quickly saw them. So like
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so they
Some
entered
point
the
very
beginning of
early
the
in the
loop
loop.
the same as us.
Okay.
Well, if y'all want to get some Jedi, I can sit here for another few hours before I need to start trance, and I can keep an eye on her.
Right. We'll come join you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I only have to trance for 4 hours.
Okay. Then with that, as the party kind of goes to rest, I think we can pick up here with any conversations that might need to happen.
The like
As-
Elwyn therapy session with Elwyn. Each person comes and visits her. Coming to my office, sit down.
We can pick up with those sorts of things next time we play next week. So thank you guys for playing. Thank you to those who came to watch. We'll be back with more of this Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you then. Bye.
Bye.